The Federal Executive Council has approved April 2022 as the launch date for the operations of the country's national carrier, Nigeria Air. This was revealed by the Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika, alongside the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, and the Finance, Budget and National Planning Minister, Dr. Zainab Ahmed, shortly after the FEC meeting on Wednesday. The Minister of Aviation also disclosed that 49% of the Nigerian Air project would be owned by strategic equity partners and 46% by Nigerians, while the federal government will own 5% of the shares. Sirika also added that the FEC approved 1.49 billion naira for the provision of automated civil aviation regulatory equipment to be located at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. The Central Bank of Nigeria has called for increased investment in the non-oil sectors as a source of foreign exchange earnings. This was disclosed by the Central Bank Governor, Godwin Emefiele, at the recently held Monetary Policy Committee meeting. Emefiele also lauded the government's efforts to diversify the economy, but called for further support to increase non-oil exports. He, however, advised the government to prioritize investment in public infrastructure to improve the business environment. He advised that such initiatives could be funded by establishing equitable partnership with foreign investors and Nigerians living abroad. The Nigerian Communications Commission has stated that Nigerians should expect gigabytes per second for smart cities, self-driving cars, robust telemedicine, and others with the deployment of the fifth-generation technology in Nigeria. The Executive Vice Chairman of the Commission, Professor Umar Dambata, revealed this while responding to questions during a webinar titled Unlocking 5G Potential in Africa, recently held in Lagos. Dambata emphasized Nigeria's readiness to deploy 5G and highlighted some of the steps taken by the Commission towards deploying the technology in the country. On the African scene now, the International Monetary Fund said on Wednesday its executive board approved a $7 million disbursement to Gambia as it completed a third review of the West African country's loan arrangement. The payment brings total disbursements under the 39-month extended credit facility arrangement approved last year to about $55.7 million, the IMF said. The IMF said Gambia's economy was showing signs of recovery, but that a third pandemic wave in mid-2021 hampered a more vigorous rebound. IMF officials added adherence to the external borrowing plan under the program, and seeking grants and concessional financing will help secure debt sustainability. South Africa's rand was flat on Thursday as the dollar traded near a 16-month high after investors bet that the U.S. Federal Reserve will tighten monetary policy faster than its peers. The rand traded at 15.89 against the dollar, not far from its previous close of 15.89 earlier in the day. Federal Reserve minutes showed on Wednesday that various policymakers, the U.S. Central Bank, would be open to speeding up the taper of their bond buying program and raising interest rates more quickly if higher inflation held. Last week, the South African Reserve Bank raised rates for the first time in 3 years in response to broadening inflationary risks, but that has done little to buttress the rand, which is down roughly 4% against the dollar this month. On the international scene now, oil prices were little changed on Thursday, with investors waiting to see how major producers respond to the emergency crude release by major consuming countries designed to cool the market, even as data pointed to healthy U.S. fuel demand. Brent crude futures slipped 3 cents to $82.22 to a barrel after losing 6 cents on Wednesday. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures fell 9 cents or 0.1% to $78.30 a barrel, extending an 11-cent loss on Wednesday. The release of oil from strategic reserves ramps up a competition for control of the oil market amongst the world's biggest producers, according to analysts. OPEC will meet on December 2, that's the 2nd of December, to decide whether or not It will raise output by another 400,000 barrels per day in January.